Crawlspace. A poem by Daniel Comiskey and C.E. Putnam. About 25 years ago, I was in an apartment, and next door they put on the radio, so I struck the wall with my fist, but they did not put the radio down. I took a tool and banged until I made a hole through the wall. It was like a comedy movie. Comiskey.
Okay, so
like you'll do
blue,
yeah.
And then I think we kept to it in terms of the blue and the purple. Mine are blue and pink, but I think we kept to the same sort of pattern.
Right.
So you're blue in the first one, and then I'm blue in the second one.
Okay.
And then throughout, we just switch up like that.
Yeah, it's like, who's blue?
Yeah, we don't even know yet, but we're just gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Okay.
And it's gonna be a really good ingredient. Are we on?
Yeah.
Number 1. The Ringmaster's Hibernation Proclamation.
I'm pleased to announce that we, the people of Emerald House, do know the rules of this game and play it correctly. We're doing a pirate theme in the snack hut. It'll be called Captain Craig's Crab Shack. We're going to have red and white checkered tablecloths, a parrot in the corner, fish balls, ship sails, something fun like more lighthouses, like a peacock. We're sure to move 1 million units in January. We're just waiting round the rabbit hole to see what's going to pop up. Sea urchins are a constant annoyance. Jars of them, and a fish hook for every eye. A routine background check reveals the skulking monkfish, the crabs in the basket, the claw, dried, grub, squirm. The monkeys were eating with a fork. Hochstatter dung. The worst. The beach of presentiment was tired. We got ourselves up for dancing for the meek in a kind of pattern. Together, we formed an impromptu hydraulic jack. Why try to approach absolute zero? Hey, they finally found Walt Whitman. He was hiding down in a spider hole. I've been pining for a nap, and this one's a doozy. It's time to winterize all those surf hits.
Number 2, Snooze button, Jailbreak.
Got up early to check the percolator. My stunt double handles all the morning breath scenes. Old rags in the dish, and then taking off, and then going up with all of my superhuman powers. Bacon, I thought, taking the kitchen steps 3 at a time. Mine? Surely mine. I had wanted bacon so badly. I am its father. When the light comes on, the birds start to get social. So many skies happening. My mind's a jumble of Mixolydian modes, Nipplewort, and Joaquin de Ballet. To forewarn what will happen with only 2 words. Prison push-ups. Then, the most terrible-looking larvae appear, so pointedly blowing the frame. Feels like I'm drifting off to some great mistake, here, to a nameless atoll somewhere in the Pacific, seeking what? The horror stem. It may challenge the August burning the yellow eye infection. I'm your guardian angel in need of new sight gags. I'm afraid you've busted my sorry machine.
Number 3, The Case of the Magnificent Cup.
Incalculable occasion. Our names are often the same as names of very common things. Hello. My name is Mr. Cobra. I called for my mustache cup, but no answer. I've got an hour to kill, and I don't care how I do it. The entire scheme imploded when the harbor master, who signed his letters yours faithfully, discovered the telltale coffee ring. Garbage trucks spilling rotting chicken guts and string, or drinking the liquefied pig the terrorism expert sometimes mentions. You decide. A bare foot, preparing for a day in the upstairs bathroom. Listen, thought Balloon. You look bushed. A narrow brook made the swan cry like an ox. Will no one crack an ammonia ampule beneath my nose to bring me back? You inspire snacks. Alone at the microwave again. For the Comiskey quote, you could just imagine that you're sitting around with some folks and recounting something that happened to you.
Yeah.
And remembering it almost like it's like you're fond about it, but you have fond memories, but it's a disturbing little anecdote. What do you think about which lunchroom? Should it be which lunchroom?
Probably not, just which lunchroom.
Which lunchroom? Which lunchroom? Like I said, I'll meet you in one of the lunchrooms.
Which lunchroom? Which lunchroom?
Yeah.
Okay, not which lunchroom, yeah. Number 4. Which lunchroom?
Can't think of anything right now that's not an emergency, but here's the number for it. The alphabet begins there, to your left. The dynamite was a different story, less this opening pit and curve, dog rug plus table light. Taking some note of the sun, for the future of the sun, I will need your hand for a second mouth. Boris became scared of being a trout. The monkey said hello to the pig, and the pig said, "I don't speak monkey," in pig. And then the monkey said, "Would you like a bite of my sandwich?" in monkey. Obstreperous lunch today in the kiosk, or scattered breakfasts at Linda's. How could oatmeal and pasta end up on the same plate? I'm out of trail mix, but the Yeti has plenty to share. I'm glad, because you see, that was the first meal I've ever cooked. The tanks are in an ancient cemetery, and I am in the ancient cemetery, walking around inside the lake of fire. The burning, and not to mention the snow that Brian reduced or bounced to a single monophonic track. Maybe he was troubled by seeing a non-prison person. It's fun being Heidegger at work. His hand went through the tiger and into a terrible headache. We touched on the weather. You have no idea about the capacity of my cloud somersault.
Number 5, the island of Dr. Maurer.
out back, enjoying the high-pressure system, when the call came in from headquarters. Now the afternoon is nearly over. We don't have to check the laudanum. Shall I answer it? The yak's voice inside the loudspeaker.
Hello?
You are unfortunate in your philosophical temperament and your calmness, in what should be to most an occasion for total fucking panic.
The minarets clot, but we hear it as plot. There's been some trouble at the Institute. Poison darts, scurvy, zombie gas, jet fresh verve ensuring face-offs upon a junkie divan. The curved vent pipes smolder over us. The beginning of this is another. A bevy of jackasses scratched into the dirt. The Yeti does not bend. The moon had more than one part to it, and then we looked even deeper and saw more before the planes came down upon us. Right now, we either make tracks or we're up to our armpits in machetes.
Number 6. Roy.
Somewhere down in the valley, I'd been named Hollerin' Champ. The cow wives said that all the children had died because that one was not a cow child, it was a ghost. A little girl loved her nurse. Belief and 0 when a boy. The magic coin case is not intended for children under 3 years of age. The age we live in is called the machine age, the beginning of your working life. You delight in calling me your little typist. Not only are you dead, but you're working long hours. I've checked off all my action items. In the morning, we'll fax the work orders. I'll put aside my antediluvian ways and just hit the showers. I threw a whole lot of darts at one point in my life. Seeing that I cannot be killed again, I choose to try to do it another way. I have a staff t-shirt. For every year there has been a staff t-shirt. I'm cresting on a fancy splurge. I only wanted a silversmith to make a simple silver belt buckle, suitable for engraving the entire roller coaster. Our vacation is right here in space. We don't know anyone who rests at home. A big green tree helps you relax and stay up all night. Now that we've introduced the topic, let's take a call.
Number 7. Medicated Spring Equinox.
In what pictures did Douglas Fairbanks A. capture a ship single-handed, B. use a long whip, C. take a trip on a carpet? The clouds are in rapid motion. Oh, vapor trail, sandbox, or soji screen. Must admit it's all sexy to me. It's not a tree. It's wheat and a prison gate. Listen, I want you to pass me a nice medium highball without letting a lot of flies in here. Bees have been hassling my friends and me for the past few days. They sent me a tape, and I put it on. And instantly I was disappointed with the quality of the Triceratops parts.
What am I going to do now, Daniel? I'm going to order another bottle of wine.
Let's put through a trunk call to Scotland Yard. Maybe you should wait a few days and then see what the neighbors are saying about us. Naming the many incidents that led up to his downfall. The crazy monkeys enjoyed the feeling of a dentist's power. Nothing could be done by then. The suction had begun. The monkey and the palomino horse broke their necks and lost their brains. Would you like to go to Swede heaven?
Number 8. Nightingale, Nervous Breakdown.
As we were saying, since the growing area around our faces is only available on Saturn, it is not something we should be immediately concerned about. It was a night with a level floor under it. That monkey claw must have had some curse attached to it. It tried to lift your moonshine, so strutty and blasé. My 8-ball fortune is never what I'd want. Makes me grumpy. I've got a raisin on my ankle, and it's got fever in it. Don't look now, but I'm multing my standards. We had an alpine den going for a while. Have you ever gone outdoors on a summer evening and come upon a fairy ring in the grass? Can you see me dancing on the orifice of the unknown song's sack, trying not to fall inside of it again? Major bird theme saved my ass. Dad soothed his feathers down. It's always fun to tongue the environment. It is difficult to use the claw to introduce solution sequences, such as this one, because inside the head are incredibly powerful training tools. That hermeneutics of suspicion comb-over wasn't working for me anyway. The Library of Congress has good cheese. According to the Bible, it is my prerogative to lie in it.
Surely we'll be much more. Madame de Bonsier.
Number 9, Breakin Flyby.
I'm switching brand loyalties, ditching the boondocks of polemic for an easy, joshing voice. As a wine box might weep, running out of blood hoops and rings. Gallo, with pride, became half happy and broke into itself. We present mild body and aroma to you, sweet shopper. The way you said hi, it sounded like a bath high. We found a mysterious creature on Main Street and made it vanish with the gamma ray. It's a strip of bacon, but my instruments indicate there's a tiny parallel universe inside. The largest and the heaviest of the present-day reptiles are to be found among the crocodiles. And don't worry if your city takes time. Charlie protects experimental robot blue bloods from the guillotine.
Number 10, Stump Speech.
The following are offered as suggestions for further reading. Rocco is Iron Fist. I silently lectured myself. New hairdo. You will inspire me and correct my spelling. In my room, you laughed at dogs chasing my car in the desert. Dear guard, I wrote on my kite. My kite won't fit through the door. Dear environs, I know you must be around here somewhere. I keep a dark suit that walks abroad whenever I sleep. There isn't much time for an intervention unless you have a toad enhancer at hand. I've thrown away my rainbow of pills and now enjoy camp grub with the appetite of any husky on the job. What ho! Someone's not resonating pharyngeally. The boss man kicked us out of the poetry collective. Paramore X, you've gone blimping again above the now gaunt plane trees, tricked out in some new fall line. I was listening to my ice and I fell asleep. I'm back here in the rumble seat. The bygones went by in a wobbly sprint. It's not the Shangri-La you remember. It's a tree. Snake wandering sight. There's nothing for the warthogs to graze upon but feathers. Rocco is running the entire length, cutting goalposts in half with his fist.
Number 11, Prehistoric Bus Ride.
Behold Bob, our neighbor, the first man to sell a dummy to an unsuspecting shipmaster. He's delighted when a half-dozen clocks begin to wheeze, bong, or tinkle. The early cavemen would scratch pictures on the walls of their caves. It is unlawful to remove, deface, cover, or hide those placards, you laggards. You're on a bus that doesn't go through any drunk zones. It's because we're driving a Mexican wonderland. Who would win? The Incredible Hulk versus the Amazing Spider-Man? William Carlos Williams versus Ford Maddox Ford? The union between rodents and raptors strikes a balance. It's a tree. Let's go to a skate park in the middle of nowhere, and there are mirrors. Because they are extremely interesting animals, quite different in appearance and behavior from those we normally keep for pleasure, it is becoming increasingly fashionable to keep a triceratops in a terrarium. The folds in Caveman Bob's arm are watching you.
final haircut.
Wildcatters are opening some mothballed wells. Starball contribution. Place on hard, flat surface. Do not hold in hand. Light fuse and get away. They burn the map, and boom, out pop the horses. Lots of miners are getting severe radiation damage. The pantry was so cold, they were willing to work hard. For the cost of a box of orange juice, the kind that you push your thumb through the side of the carton to let the straw go in, the barber shop can be destroyed. Then, beaten heads rolling in the trunk. Let's suppose a monster accidentally swallowed those bombs and hid under the ocean. Make sure you have both hands free for the following procedure. Now that you have selected the type of magma, select the amount of magma you desire. Small amount of runny magma, large amount of runny magma. More insect headlines. Looking back, he saw a brief corpse scuttle. More insects appeared. The dark, gloomy decapitators. Painting starts in the dark. Maybe a melancholic power chord or two would clear the air.
Number 13, Carny Casting Couch.
Get up! Don't make a fool of me in front of all these people.
I was down the street, humming the dominant themes of leisure and industry. This next one's an all skate. Everybody skate. Everybody skate. Watch out. You've just stepped on a gemmed puffball. The clerk in the drugstore marked the bottle poison. It was the realization that repetition was the key to understanding. That a loop was in this heartache. Nobody thought to lift the tone arm to stop the back chat. I understand you are enjoying the stories up until now. We're holding closed seminars, a food and sex seminar, pecan flour-dusted soft-shell crab, I'd take another rotifer if that's not too much to ask. I need to get more of the light on the window. Lots of fingerprints on the window between the pipe warehouse and the blood bricks. Inside of the hot water pipes, an ear-shaped island, Coco's amplifying guarantee. He's not using real soap. His high spirits are furry swimmers' backs, covered with the marshmallow. Volcanic stones of foamy structure will float that white substance. Oceans and prayer mountains carried him away. Horse Slaughter Bay, I trust we are alone in being but broken horsemen when walking along the sea. I get so focused on the roller coaster, I forget all my pain. The pink tiles, the blue tiles.
Number 14, Science Fair Dropout.
That does it. You should never have let me come here without my notes.
Sorry. Could not find anything matching gravity on the moon. The turbo is really medium, Chris.
I know it's impossible to resist the plasma ball. The tone went straight for the nose and sullied our name on the circuit. Here, this balloon will keep you busy until you're feeling better. How about a toot off your respirator? I'd better jot down the hard facts as I come to know them. Damage-resistant sandwich core filling for high-weight joints. Gasket pad undercarpeting. Ankle wrap helmet liners based on rib vibrations. Ant builders are smaller than ants. Your life is a private club with unlimited privileges that you have joined for life. We're just vocalizing a little here, humming in for a close-up. Dirty looks and the P key planted by the rivers. The habit of a plant is what the whole plant looks like.
Number 15, Kicks from the House of Shock.
Although I have lost the picture of myself, in the button up the front checked gingham dress and the pink parasol, I cherish a letter in which Lord Byron wrote to my mother in answer of an account of this performance. Well, I haven't seen my Frankenstein since he escaped. I snapped his brief so hard he went flying into the buzz bin. I'm told my strength is farm boy strength. Forget the Wolfman, he doesn't like me. But what a helpful little fellow. He relieves to a nice ovation, finishing his good job as soon as he can see it, an afternoon, combing out his beard. It was fun to carry the mummy across the threshold. We only had to pretend that we'd taken the aphrodisiac. And we all know what happened next. First, we had Famous Dave's Barbecue cater a meal for us. And then we went off to the go-kart tracks, mini golf and batting cages. Employees didn't spend a dime. Man, did we have a ball. The go-kart police hated us, though. And we finished with Boss Man's 71-inch emu cake. The barn door lights made lines down the hill, taking us away at last, in the pines as a last thing. I don't think I'll ever get enough resolution on the barn.
Number 60, Barn.
The cow wives said that all the children died. The cow husbands said that all the cow children died except one. Have you considered that whoever is engineering these accidents lives on another planet? It was impossible to mutter the runny words of comfort that sufficed in the office. Continuous Beach Boys loop didn't help. Dislocated beauty smarts like nothing else. Office hours kept, but no one came when the TV globe betrayed me. Petromania continues at a fever pitch. The powerhouse's 12-second hit. The best noise for the best superstar entrance. A cosmic reconnection, but not being funny about it. Just a hope that you are available to play the songs of my hourly collapse. There are pirates hanging around the pantry, and there are pirates in the void between planets. The ghost looks startled and vanishes, but by that time, the monkey is shrieking, and the nervous Ghostbuster is exploding more and more powders.